Hey everybody, gotta put you in a funky spot and I need to have it up and down. I hope you don't mind. How you doing today? I'm doing pretty good. I wanted to discuss something that I may put this in the mental health playlist, I'm thinking. Just because I want to introduce things that maybe will be helpful to you. So, anyway, lately I've been experiencing something that is new to me. And it's kind of like disturbing, really bad pressure headaches. And I'm not sure where it's really coming from. So yesterday, the day before yesterday, I had to lay down. I even put a crystal on my head. I played some healing frequencies, 432, I believe, for 30 minutes on, and just kind of meditated for about an hour, I would say, that I was laying there. And that helped reduce the headache temporarily. So I said, what is different? What am I doing differently than I have been doing that's causing these crazy headaches? And they hurt, and they're a little scary because it's not like a headache that I've really ever experienced. I've had migraines before. This could be a migraine. I don't know. But so I said, let me just start eliminating some things. So what I've been doing lately that's different is every morning I take cortigen to help reduce my cortisol levels because I got cortisol belly big time. And so that means that my stress is high and that I'm constantly in that fight mood or flight. I'm constantly in a defensive action, and that's not good for your hormones. I'm also menopausal. Started that, I would say, full blown not getting my period 8 months or so. I don't know. I just got to the part where I'm starting to have hot flashes, and I actually don't mind the hot flashes. Sometimes it's a little discerning, but it usually happens at night when I'm sleeping, and I just feel like, okay, that's okay. So what I started doing is I started up my cortisol pills that I get from Umzu. I think they're great. I don't think that's a problem, but today I am going to not even take that. So I take that first thing in the morning. That's what's been different. And then shortly after that, I take 2 estrovols to help me regulate my hormones because menopause is brutal and it does affect your mental health. And I take that with a banana. And I hadn't had a banana in years because I was keto for very many years. And there's a lot of carbs in a banana. I think it's over 30, which that's it. If you have a banana and you're doing keto, that's all the carbs you can have. So I just gave them up because it didn't matter. But so I'll eat a banana and I'll take 2 estrovols. I'm thinking it may be the estrivol with a combination of my blood pressure just not really getting regulated. Now, I do my light therapy, stem cell patches, and all that. And I'm wondering if I'm going to, I don't think I'll put patches on today because this is the day that I need to figure out kind of what's going on. But anyway, with that being said, yesterday I did not take the estrivol and I didn't get a headache until early afternoon. So I think that does have something to play into it, okay? I was like, okay, that's interesting. So, I talked to Baby Cakes last night about it, and he hadn't even realized I was having these headaches. And so he's like, eliminate everything and then slowly bring things back so you can see where it is. In the meantime, I came across by random chance, I don't believe there's anything random, a podcast or like an interview, and I will try to find it so that you can look at it yourself. I can't remember the girl's name, but Queen of Thrones, okay? That's the name of her business. And she talked about the benefits of castor oil on liver cleansing and how it also helps your eyesight. Now, I think that it has something to do with my eyesight too. So I watched that. I'm like, wow. And she's brilliant, this girl. I loved the way she delivered her message. Very professional and really great. So I said, I'm going to start doing castor oil packs. Now, what I did is I wanted castor oil immediately. So I looked it up to see where I could get it. And they do have Sky Organics organic castor oil. And it's supposedly for hair, lashes, and brows. That's all right. It comes in a plastic bottle. I don't recommend that, but I just needed to get it started. I think I'm going to move it into a glass bottle. You want it to be amber or blue. I have some infinity jars that hopefully one will be enough to fit the 16 ounce. So this is organic, hexane free, no parabens, phthalates, silicone, sulfates, mineral oil, no petroleum, no dyes. And so yeah, I'm gonna start with this. I'm gonna keep going though. So what I did last night is I put a bunch of it here, and this section of your face interacts with your liver. And I put it on my eyebrows and then underneath. And I slept with a mulberry silk eye mask. Now the eye mask came off, but that's okay. I'm not stressed out about that. It's very good for your skin, so don't worry about that. But it will stain some cloth. Okay, so I applied that pretty liberally, and I also rubbed it on my right side. I rubbed it in, and I don't have a pack. Okay, because what it's called castor oil packs. Now, it can be used for many, many different things. And disclaimer here, I'm not a medical doctor. I just got information from a naturopath that I thought was really genius, and I continued to research it. And she's like the queen of this stuff. So every time I research it, she's in another video, and I think it's really interesting. So, so last night I slept with the eye pack, and I rubbed it in on my stomach, and I slept really well. That's the first thing, which I'm really excited about, because I'm one of those people. I get up at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock every night. It's brutal. And, I started to look at it differently and started using it as a meditation time or a prayer time, however you connect with your creator. And sometimes I would be able to fall back to sleep. Other times, if it's like 3 o'clock, 3:30 in the morning, I'll go ahead and stay up. I'll just wait for Wayne to get up at 4, and then I'll go start my day. But sometimes I go back to sleep, and then I receive my messages, because your dreams are where you get them. So this is what I did today. I ordered some organic unbleached cotton flannel, or wool flannel, and I'm going to make my own pack. Now, you could use a heating pad and do it for like an hour, or you can just let your body do the heat. And since I'm menopausal and I'm going to do it at night, I'll probably heat that up pretty good all by myself. And what you do is you saturate the organic wool or organic unbleached cotton, and you can store that in a glass container in your refrigerator for up to 2 weeks, and then you can wash it and then redo it. That's pretty cool. So I ordered that, and then I saw somebody do a hack on YouTube to take an old t-shirt and cut this part off, right? And then cut it in half so that you have something you can tie around. Because the packs, I'm a pretty big girl, and I'm really nervous about spending $40-50, even $12 on something that maybe I can't get around my cortisol belly. So I was like, I need, and she was a bigger girl, so she was like, this is how I keep my pack on. So it will stain your clothes. So, make sure that when, wherever you are, you're protecting that. I'm not really overly concerned with it. I'm just not overly concerned with that at this point. If I was sleeping on full mulberry silk, not just on my head, I would probably be concerned. I don't want to hurt the silk, but the silk has its own properties that are really good for you. So you want to protect that. Now, a lot of people are recommending saran wrap or cling wrap. Oil delivers toxins that's why it has to be organic cloth. It's a really good carrier for toxins or beneficials. So I'm not so sure I agree with applying that to keep your clothes clean. I think you just need to run the risk, and your health is more important than what it's going to stain. Just use the clothes. Like I would not wear my $300 silk gown to bed while doing these packs. Okay? Just wouldn't do it. But the amount of benefits that this woman, the Queen of Thrones, you can look her up on YouTube. I'll show you the video that I first got introduced to her with because it was very good. And it's about an hour long, and I like long content, and I want to really hear the full, get a full class on something. So I will make sure I link that in here. But you can just Google Queen of Thrones, or not Google, don't use Google anymore. YouTube it, or whatever you got to do. You can look for her on Amazon. She sells full packs for thyroid, eye packs, and menopausal packs that cover your pelvis as well, and then one just for your liver. I'm just going to go for my liver right now, because when you clean up your liver, everything gets better, and she had amazing results, and so I'm really excited about that, especially since my very first night using a cheap organic castor oil, I noticed a difference in my sleep. I slept until 5:40 this morning. That's very rare. So I wanted to kind of document this situation and go along, and I'll pepper you with some information about it as I go. I might just put it on, like, I think I have a health playlist that I've done several different kind of detox on, like a couple of different things. Pretty sure I have that, so I might add it to that, and then you can refer to that playlist, because I don't want to clog the mental health up with too much stuff like that. So I did not take the quarter gin today, but I don't think that's a problem. I really don't. I think Umzu does a really good job with their vitamins. I love the redwood, but there's so many. Like, I wish I could get it more concentrated, because it's 2 times a day. Where are you? 3 capsules, 2 times a day with a meal. If you're not eating when you take these, you know it. So you want to make sure, and it's just a lot of pills to take, especially if you're supplementing with anything else. Although this, I found I got this to help regulate my blood pressure, because the medication that the doctor put me on was awful. I got edema immediately. Like, I'm not doing that. That's a bad thing. So I took myself right off of that, and he said, go ahead and do that. I brought it into him to show him. He was like, oh, that's genius, like, okay, then why didn't you suggest it? But I understand. I'm just not, right now, I'm not a fan of the medical field for several reasons, and you probably are already aware of those, because you may be looking at the medical field as well as saying, what is going on here? But this definitely helped with my mental clarity. Wicked good. I was on this for probably 90 days, and then I just couldn't handle, all the how many pills I had to take. So I started taking this again once a day with the actual breakfast. So I'd start with the banana just to be able to take my Estrevol, and then when I got hungry, and it happens pretty quickly, then I would go make breakfast, whether it be an English muffin or an egg sandwich or just eggs or whatever it is. And then I would take those. So today I'm not taking anything. I haven't gotten a headache yet, but I still have like a cloggy feeling in my head. I've neti potted, and it's not clearing the head out. I put my X39 LifeWave patch here, especially if I know I'm going to be using a Bluetooth, to keep my head clear, because that's a lot of EMF going right at your head. I use the Bluetooth when I drive a long distance. So, for instance, if I'm going to go get gas today, and I'm going to go to Hannaford to get some hot peppers because I want to make some infused olive oil, I won't use Bluetooth. Yesterday, I went to New Hampshire. I was on the road for 2 hours. I used the Bluetooth, because Baby Cakes calls me whenever he can, and I need to be able to hear him, and just pressing speaker is no good. So, I'm excited about this. I want you to research it. I'm not an expert, so I can't give you a whole bunch of details, but I want you to check out that one video and then research more. And if you can afford it, go ahead and go to her website. Her oil is significantly more expensive than this, but it comes in a glass bottle. And glass bottle is a pretty significant thing. But I just wanted to get started. I had even commented on the video, could I start with olive oil tonight? And somebody like 2 days later was like, that's not castor oil. I'm like, I know, but it's got a lot of the same properties that castor oil has, like very high in antioxidants and vitamin C and vitamin E. And like, there's a lot good about castor oil, but olive oil also is a lot good. But so I just didn't even start there. So you can also oil pull with this. Now, the beauty of it, and this is something that she brought up, when you oil pull, normally it's with a coconut oil, sometimes an olive oil, or sesame seed oil. And if you've ever oil pulled, I have. 20 minutes? I can't even breathe that long. Like, that's crazy. I don't have time for that. And it's so good for you. So she was talking about you could oil pull with the castor oil for 2 minutes and get the oil pulling benefits, which are humongous, and just use a tablespoon of this and what? Also, this won't clog your septic system, but I would still spit your oil pull out in the garbage, no matter what. We don't. The thing with coconut oil, it will clog. So that's a really good benefit too. I'm going to do that today as well. I don't know if I'll do it before I go to bed and have like my castor oil the nighttime thing or what, but I expect to see some results. I have very high confidence in it just based on the 2-3 day researches I've been doing. I'm excited. It's something that's been done for thousands of years. And it's a shame that, like, I worked at a nephrologist. It's a shame that, the doctors there weren't requesting their patients to start doing packs. It's such a shame. We need to explore things that are going to help us be healthy, okay? And if our body is in sync and our hormones, it's supposed to level out your hormones. If your liver's clean and I don't have a problem with bowel movements, but a lot of people do. You need to have balance. You have to have a certain amount of cortisol, but not all day long, like me. You need to be less stressed. You need to be more balanced physically. And it's pretty amazing stuff. You could look at get your systems running in the proper fashion so that your body can handle what goes on. That's going to help your brain. Because I got to tell you, with my headache, like 2 nights ago, Wayne was complaining about work and, just about, he takes this stuff really hard, what's going on in the world. And he gets very angry. And, I'm just sitting there, I'm like, I just got this throbbing headache. And I'm listening to him. I'm trying to be supportive, but my brain makes me think, oh, he's directing this anger at me. And he's just trying to decompress. And then it turns into an argument. And that's not helpful for either one of us, for you, for me, for anything. And it's not helping my physical body and not helping my mental health. So I need to get myself more regulated so that I can be supportive of my husband instead of taking everything so personally. Because the fact of the matter is, yes, you are the one. You may be the most important person. If you got to take care of yourself so that you can be beneficial to other people. And because I think that's what we're here for. We're here to be of service to one another, to our pets, to our loved ones, to our communities, because things are getting hard and it's important that we kind of turn around the paradigm. So I'm thinking this is going to be very helpful in kicking that off. So I'm excited. There's another company. You can look on Amazon. There's Harvest I can't remember. And I can't go looking right now. But look it up. Look up castor oil packs. Look up all that stuff. You might even be able to find some PubMed or something like that. I'm sure there's somebody that's in a scientific way has looked all this up. This woman is a naturopath, so she is a doctor of naturopath. And she immediately, with all her patients, before they even see each other, she says you need to start doing castor oil packs. And when she began, she started doing every other hour, like throughout the day, for a week or so. And then she switched to overnight. I'm going to go for overnight for as long as I need to. And then you can break it down. Once you get yourself regulated, you could do it 2 or 3 nights a week instead of every single night. But she has everyone go on castor oil packs before she even begins the actual consultation. That's how safe it is. So this kind of castor oil is not to be drank or put in your eyes. Don't do that. You can put them on your eyelashes. But I guess there's some optometrists that use a castor oil for glaucoma. That comes in a drop, but it's a different kind. And she definitely had this face on her like she doesn't recommend that. So there you go. I'm excited to share results with you. I have a really good feeling about it. And just based on that one night, just putting it on my face, even though my eye thing came off, I think it's good. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to start because my organic cotton is not showing up or whatever. I got wool or cotton. I'm going to start with a t-shirt and a heating pad and do it for like that. But when I do it overnight, I'm not going to use a heating pad. I'm going to let my own body do the heat because your body creates heat. It's infrared, okay? And that's what I'm going to do. I think I do want to keep my patches on because they really help. It's amazing. So I'm not going to take those away. One of them, I use an X49 that helps with circulation and regulating blood pressure. And the X39 does everything it needs to do. It just goes after whatever needs to be done. I just need a boost. Okay? Probably because of the stress level. So I'm going to boost it up. I'm going to boost it up a lot. And you can also mix this with your favorite essential oil. I think I'm going to make a headache cure with essential oil with frankincense and lavender, and put it in a drop bottle and use that on this spot here. Like I'll even wear a patch here if I don't need to go out. I'll wear it right on that. It's important to decalcify. So I'm really excited. I just want to share it with you. I know this is a long video. I'm going on and on and on, and I've got a how to hunt video to watch, and I got to get myself motivated today. And I'm excited about that, and I'm excited to get started with this. I might even rub this behind my ears today. It's sticky. It doesn't have much of a smell. You just want to make sure it's hexane free, and if you can get it in a glass bottle, do it. If you can't get it in a glass bottle, find one and get it in there. You want it to be amber or blue or totally UV resistant, which infinity jars are. We use that for to contain things that help us with our health. Let's put it to you that way. So I'm excited, and I hope that you go out there and do some research for yourself, check this stuff out, and see if it's something that would be something for you. If it's not something for you, that's fine. But start looking for things that are going to help you regulate your hormones, so that I'm always looking out at the woods, a crazy world out there. So that you can work with your mental health in a more clear environment. And because you might discover that it's just about being unbalanced, and then the mental health issue disappears. I don't know. Everybody's different. I think I'm out of balance, and I'm an empath, so I absorb things. I'm really good at understanding what people mean and say. And when I get myself looking into things that aren't really there, I get mad, and then I argue, because I'm much better at that than just, making assumptions. I don't do a lot of assumption making, but lately I have, and it has not been helpful. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. I got to get some painting in today too. I haven't painted in a few days. I'm just getting like, not that I don't want to paint. I love the painting. I love to paint. But I'm trying so hard not to add to this vast collection that I have too much. But I also still need to keep going because you master it the more you do it. And, I've got every wall is covered in paintings in our apartment down here. Every wall covered. There's maybe a couple of places where something could fit, okay? And then I have stacks of paintings that are not on walls. You're just leaning there, waiting. I'm like, so, and considering that we're going to have to move, I don't want to move a lot of paintings. And the Etsy store has not quite taken off yet, but people need to see content. So I'm going to probably do some painting today. When I go out there in the world, I think I'll hit the Dollar General. They have wood panels. I love painting on wood panels. I don't want to go to Wyndham to the Dollar Tree, so I'm not going to get any tins. Those are really great because it's super affordable. I was going to go to the Dollar Tree yesterday in New Hampshire, but I just wanted to get back home. And sure enough, I did. It was like almost 1 o'clock. But, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good today. I had a tough couple of days. I had a beautiful Valentine's Day. Baby Cake's got me a rose bush. I love flowers, and he's like totally against cut flowers. And I'm like, that's what they're bred for. You know what I mean? But rose bush it is, and I'm hoping I can make it live long enough so I can get it in the ground in the spring because it's not good for indoors for all year. And then I surprised him the next day on Valentine's Day proper, and he didn't even know I was coming, and he had lost his, we have engagement rings. And I have a beautiful handmade one that I had gotten from Gentleman's Junction. They're a Nova Scotia company, and it's just somebody that makes tungsten steel rings. He likes tungsten. And it fell off of him because he lost weight. And he didn't even know it fell off. And it was like, oh no. And I'm like tired of looking at his hand with nothing on it. I'm like, So I went and got a cheap one. And I surprised him at his job. And that was just a wonderful, wonderful thing. And then the next day I was like, I guess I was feeling like, wow, something that beautiful should have lasted you at least 24 hours. You know what I mean? And then when I was taking everything that it was coming at me, but it wasn't. It wasn't. So, got to work on getting yourself balanced. And I do too. And that's why we're here. That's why we're here together. To help you do research and look into stuff that's going to help you. I just want to encourage you. And I'm excited about our futures. I think the best is yet to come. I think this is amazing. There's a lot of really scary stuff going on out there. Hold yourself steady. Get yourself in a better spiritual space and stay there. Stay out of fear as much as you can. Okay? You might even want to pick up a Bible. Okay? I'm not religious, but I am spiritual. Pick up a Bible. Read your Jason Pursuers. Check out those other books that I put on this list and get into it. Get into it. It's about time that you started taking care of yourself. You need to. And let's take care of each other, okay? We're going to need each other soon. We already do, okay? So with that being said, I'm going to get out of here, finish my coffee, and get on to the puppy's sleeping. She's snoring. So cute. And, well, I got to get on with this day. And who knows if they're going to let him out early and if I'm going to be in the middle of painting. Don't know. Well, I'll see you later. I thank you so much. You have a beautiful day. Bye.